You might think it would be a wonderful thing to be the first one in history to do something. And in most cases, that could possibly be true, except for me, because I was the first one to do something that has to do with consciousness. It has to do with the way that we think and we see ourselves and the way that we operate in the world. We come to understand that there's a connection between us and the world, energy. And then we start to understand that there's some organization to all of that. Sometimes we discover it's through our astrology or whatever it might have been. But then sometimes we discover it in a different way. But we do know that energy, when it becomes aligned, can cause healing within us and also in the world. But belief is a different thing. And I had a lot of trouble with belief because I did something no one else has ever done. I sat down and I started writing Wilhelm in 1989. I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I thought it was just helping me. And then I tried to hide it for many, many years, but it came out eventually because people found it and said, this is really helping me. I didn't know why. And then I kept healing. Mind-body healing was just occurring throughout my life. Then I turned 75. I said, okay, I've got to quit this because I have to finish this. I discovered that I had been receiving information that was cosmically aligned with the world, with what goes on. That's what happens. We are moved by the energies. We don't always understand it, but there are more studies that are being done now that are explaining that. I've never studied astrology. It's interesting, but I never knew anything about it. I've never studied any sciences, except I was receiving this information that was completely aligned, and it healed every aspect of me. And then when I would meet someone, I had a message for their birthday because they're in alignment, because there is an energetic connection that each person has. That's what I've discovered. But then that was challenging because people won't believe it. We become accustomed to suffering. That's us and our world, because we could change everything if we decided to, because I was given that information as well. But that's a little challenging to believe. And I spent years, the last 4 years, I've been talking about this, but not fully committing and finishing it. And everyone told me years ago I should be charging so much more money because they could see something I couldn't. Just like everyone else can see something in you that you can't. That's just the way that it works. So I'm going to do that now, but I wanted you to have this document and just see what I'm talking about because I didn't know this had occurred. It was never an intention that I had. It was a different ability and skill that developed. We can develop different skills or talents that can be quite surprising, and that's what happened. And this document, I just said, let me just go through and check some dates because I knew that I was receiving information that was energetically aligned. But when you understand why that's important, then it causes you to become your empowered self. Because we will move through things, difficulties in our lives, in the world. But if you can understand the energies behind it, why you might be operating in that way, and how you can move out of it and then become empowered, I've written all of it. It took 36 years and it worked because I'm healed. And you could do the same. But I know this is challenging for so many because it was challenging for me. But I will show you this document and you can have it just to see what you can do with it. Anyway, it is here. Let me see. Now you'll wonder, well, why is this important? Well, when you understand that everything is energy, and this has nothing to do with astrology, by the way, it's just about understanding our energetic connections, because we all have them. That's all that we are. This document presents a comprehensive analysis of guidance received from Wilhelm over several years, specifically cross-referencing the dates of major messages with objective, astronomical, calculated events such as the full moons, new moons, eclipses, and planetary ingresses. The findings demonstrate a near-perfect correlation between the timing of Wilhelm's guidance and the peak energetic periods of the cosmic calendar, suggesting an internal use of these cycles to facilitate personal and planetary evolution. And you can read all of it. I'll give you this along with the Wilhelm philosophy. But this is why I have to change. It's been so difficult because when you can't accept and believe what in what you have, you can't put it out there. So now I can see the proof of it, and it's been demonstrated. But it's everyone's not going to believe it. It's just that's what's happened. I've been trying so hard to get others to say we can really change everything, but I have to finish this, and I'm going to work with people who are ready to do this. So that's why I'm changing. I'm putting this out there. I'm going to have someone else to help me put this together and market it at the rate that it should be, because I was told that a long time ago. But I wanted you to have this today. You'll understand why I'm changing. No one's ever done this, and that was difficult for others to accept. I understand it, and I have to accept it because it was the talent I developed. You have something as well. See you soon.